Hey guys, so I am showing you how to do the Hot Girl Heatless curls using this type of thing. So my hair, I washed it last night and I just blow dried it this morning and it's this evening. So I just blow dried it. I didn't straighten my hair or anything like that. Personally, I feel like this style works best on dry hair. I have tried it on wet hair. Personally, for me, I feel like it gets it way too kinky curly. I naturally have curly hair and my hair's naturally frizzy, so I find that doing it on wet hair doesn't give me the loose curls. So I have found that doing it on like freshly blow dried hair tends to work best. If you do it after you've straightened your hair, even like a couple days after, the curls do fall a little bit quicker, but they do kind of have that more looser look to them. So I find that freshly blow dried hair is the best. If your hair is naturally straight or naturally doesn't have any like fuzz to it, you could try this on like slightly damp hair and see how that does. You kind of have to play around with that, but let me show you how I like to do this. So this one, it comes with like obviously this and a claw clip and like 2 scrunchies. So I just got this off Amazon. It was $10 and best $10 purchase ever. So you wanna start with your hair, part your hair where you normally part it. And since I part my hair in the middle, I like to make sure that, sorry, my mirror's over here, but I like to part my hair just straight down the back too. Just to make sure I'm getting equal hair on both sides. And make sure your hair is all detangled. If you want to throw any oil or texture spray or anything like that through your ends, go right ahead. I am going to use what I have here, because since my hair, it does tend to not hold curls super easily. So I'm gonna go in with, I was sent this, it's by the brand 7, and it's texture spray. It smells really good. And I'm gonna use a little bit of my matrix oil because I need to use that up. I literally have so many products right now that I did not allow myself to buy any more. Even though there's so many I want to try, but I literally have a huge drawer full of products that need to be used. I'm just gonna wipe my hand off. I hate the feeling of oily hands. And then just spray some of your texture spray on. And then brush this through. If you're doing this on slightly damp hair, I would put a little bit of oil, but you could also put like a little bit of like mousse through your hair. I wouldn't necessarily go with gel unless it's like a really lightweight gel, but I wouldn't use texture spray on wet hair. I'd only do this if you're putting it on dry hair. So then to start, since I have my hair all sectioned and everything, I am just gonna find the middle of this, making sure that I'm putting it equal on both sides, as equal as I can. I do like this to start about 1.5 to 2 inches back from where my hair begins, and then I just kind of clip this on. This honestly doesn't stay on good. It's meant to just kind of hold this in place roughly. So you want to make sure that when you're doing this, you're taking very clean sections, because clean sections are key to it being, painless, easy to sleep on, and not uncomfortable. So for first off, I am going to start with my very front section. And as you can see, I want this super clean. I don't want any little fuzzies hanging down. I want to make sure that everything is wrapping around this very clean like. So I'm just going to twirl this around once, and then I'm going to pick up some hair right here. And once again, make sure your section is clean. You don't want any little wispies coming in your section. Wrap this around, add a little bit more. Make sure your section's clean. Wrap there. So you want to make sure that your sections are super clean, because if they're not, that is what is going to feel super kind of uncomfortable and painful, because it's going to pull on all those little hairs. So make sure everything's super clean. And every section I do going away from my face, I do not alternate the like direction of my sections, just because I feel like this helps everything to like melt together. When the curls are very first done, which you'll see at the end of this video, when they're very first done, they are very like boingy, and they kind of all like squish together a little bit more, but as the day goes on, they do loosen and they do kind of separate a little bit more. So it's okay to have them all going the same direction, because I mean, literally 2 hours after I take this, they're perfect. So then I just take a little scrunchie on my ends. I do like to leave a little bit of my ends out, just because I want to have my ends a little straighter so it keeps my length a little bit more. You can leave out, honestly, as much as you want to. Even with leaving out, you know, a little bit of my ends, they still look like they're curled mostly like all the way through. So I mean, leave out more than this if you feel like you like really straight ends, but just keep in mind things do fall, and so you'd rather start a little tighter than not, but doing it on dry hair will ensure that like it will actually kind of loosen a little bit. If you do it on damp hair, it pretty much dries like that, and it's like that until you put heat on it or wash it again type of thing. So I am gonna fast forward on this side so you can just see it quickly, and then we'll show you when I'm done. Okay, now I have that on, and this is, move my texture spray and crap out of the way. You can see everything, lovely. But this is how that looks. I call this the Padme hairstyle, or I guess that's what my husband calls it. It's so cute. So I honestly like to go to sleep with this, and since I have this you know, it goes right by my ears, I do have some flexibility with this, so it doesn't feel super uncomfortable as I lay down, because I can just like throw this behind me, sleep on my side, sleep on my face, sleep on my back, and it's not super uncomfortable. Once again, make sure your sections are super clean. That way you're not pulling any of those baby hairs, because that's what's gonna make it uncomfortable to sleep. So I will fast forward until tomorrow morning, and I will show you what it looks like when I take all the curls out. Have a good night. Okay, so it's the next day, it's in the morning, I slept on this. So now I'm just gonna show you what it looks like when I take it out. Okie dokie, I just like to slide all of these down. You don't have to take it out perfectly because you will be brushing through it, so it doesn't quite matter. And you leave it like this and you're done. Just kidding. Thank goodness we do not leave it like this. Okay. I always like to run my fingers through it first, just to see if that takes the curls out as much as I would like. And if it doesn't, then I will normally go through with my brush. I'll show you guys throughout the day like how it falls, because right now like it's obviously pretty tight, but I would rather have it start a little tighter and, you know, last me all day versus being like the looseness level I want it to be right now and have it go pretty straight by the end of the day. So this is how that looks. Sorry, I'm gonna kind of back up a smidgen, but this is how that looks. So honestly, the curls are super bouncy. Even with leaving my ends out, I still have like my ends curled, you know? So I like this. I am gonna just run my brush through it a little bit more just to loosen it a smidgen. it's honestly super easy. I really like the way that the curls turn out because since I place it like right a little bit back from my part line, it does get the curls higher up around my face and not quite as high like throughout the rest. But personally, I have shorter pieces and they look better if they're like curled, so that's why I like to start it a little bit more forward. Just texture spray it again. And then I like a half a pump of oil, just right kind of through my ends. I don't really like run my fingers through it, I just kind of loosely put it through there, you know? Also, a little gizmo in the background. And so I hope that you found this helpful. Honestly, just doing this without filming, it takes me about 5 minutes to, 5 minutes to put them in, you know, a minute to a minute and a half to take them all out, texture spray, everything. So it's really a quick style. For me, it's a lot faster than curling my hair normally. And then I don't mind, since they're heatless, I don't mind if they don't, you know, last me days and days because it's super quick to do and it's not uncomfortable to sleep on. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Once again, the one that I found was from Amazon. It was $10, totally worth it. So this is how the curls look now. It's been about 6 or 7 hours since I took them out. So you can see that the curls have fallen honestly a lot, but I like them when they're a little bit looser. So I'm okay starting a little bit tighter because I know that by the end of the day, they are more like loose waves. So, and my hair struggles to hold curl, so I feel like this is like a perfect combination for me because I typically will get this even if I just curl my hair normally. So this is how it looks after about 6 or 7 hours of wear. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I love this. This is honestly the majority of the way that I curl my hair now. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.